woke up in the elevator the other night and some guy was playing with my pussy.
Jeez.
And when I confronted him, he dove down on the ground like he was sleeping. And an hour later, I made money, came back, he wasn't there. I woke up, he was. I had a whole cut in my pocket, and my money and my drugs were gone. Everything was gone. So the same guy, all that bullshit. Damn people robbed me again. Damn drug addicts robbed me again. I mean, every day, at least once a day, probably 3 times a day. They get my money, my drugs, everything. I was sleeping.
Are you tired?
Yes, I'm tired. I have nowhere to live, so yes, I'm tired.
Tell us about how you became homeless.
Had nothing to do with drugs. Absolutely nothing to do with drugs. My ex lied to me, telling me he was going to pay the rent. 3 months later, eviction notice. He even went so far as to tell me he was going to get a money order for the landlord. So it had nothing to do with drugs. I did drugs because I miss my kids. I went to jail for 5 weeks, and they had to go with their dad, and when I got out, he wouldn't give them back. So I needed to be numb.
How many children do you have?
3 daughters.
I mean, wasn't there a better way to handle that situation than using drugs?
Honestly, it's so fucked up to say, but I think drugs saved me, because if I didn't do drugs at that time, I probably would have hurt myself.
The ex that took the rent money, have you seen him since?
Nope. I mean, once or twice to see my daughter, but now I don't even have his number to call her.
Why he did that to you?
Because he's a piece of shit.
Why did you get with him?
Well, I don't know. I was a sucker. I was with him for 8 years. He's my youngest daughter's father.
Is he an addict?
Yep. That's the worst part. He got my daughter, but he's an addict, and I can't see her.
What was it like for you as a kid growing up? What type of kid were you?
I had a good childhood. My parents died when I was 20, but up until then, everything was good.
How was school?
Good.
How far did you go?
Till 11th grade.
And what happened after the 11th?
I was a wild teenager. I had a scholarship to Prendy. I wouldn't go. Ended up going to public school, and it was just wild kid, wild teenager.
Why were you wild? What made you go down that route?
Because I thought I was grown. That's why. I don't know. Nothing made me do it. I had like I said, a good childhood.
What are some of your favorite childhood memories?
Oh, I don't want to cry. I don't want to get into that.
Okay, I hear you. Let's talk about your current situation. What is it?
Shit. I'm out here homeless, on drugs, tricking, always sick because they're stealing my shit because I have nowhere to live, so I freaking fall out and go to sleep, and they take my money, my drugs, everything they possibly can. So I plan on Narcan and a crack pipe to teach them a lesson.
And what drugs are you using?
I smoke dope and I smoke hard to try to stay awake, but it doesn't work.
How much do those habits run you a day?
Oh my God. I do anywhere from 12 bags to a bundle of dope, and then hard, probably like $30 worth.
Man, that's a lot of money you spend every day on drugs.
Yes, it is.
Why do you want to keep using drugs?
I don't. It's just people are dying from withdrawal, dying, getting off of it, so I'm scared.
You gotta face your fear, Lisa.
I know. I have to, because I want to see my kids.
Exactly. What do you miss most about being a mother?
Everything. That's all I was a mother from 18 to 34. I had my kids 24/7. They never left my side.
You seem like you're a great mom, just made some bad choices.
I was a Girl Scout leader and a cheerleading coach, a homeroom mom. And now look, it's horrible.
What's the risk that comes with this lifestyle you're living?
Everything. I have guns pulled on me when I'm making money. I'm not so much. Well, I've been raped 15 times in 5 years.
Jeez, it's a lot of trauma.
Yep.
I'm sorry. What all have you lost due to your addiction?
Myself. All I do is get numb. If I'm not numb, I cry.
I mean, there's other ways you can deal with the pain and making things worse. I think drugs make the situation worse.
Yeah, they do. But at first, it saved me from hurting myself. It helped me stop crying for a minute. I genuinely don't sleep. That's why I fall out. I'm up all the time. I make money. I buy drugs. I do the drugs. I make more money. Buy drugs. Do it all over again. That's my life. A never-ending cycle.
What else do you do with your money besides drugs?
I buy food. I buy clothes, but they steal it. They steal all my clothes. They steal my makeup, my purse, everything. They used to steal my phones, but I don't have a phone now because if I do, I have to call my kids and I can't answer their questions.
Where's the rest of your family?
Dead. All I have are my daughters, and they're with their dad.
How do they feel about your situation?
I don't know. I'm sure they're not happy about it. I'm sure they miss me. Every time I'm in the hospital and at death's door, they're there, but I'm supposed to not go back to this, but I have nowhere to go, so I'm back.
What about the shelter?
I try to get in and they tell me it's a mile-long wait list and I don't get help. They don't help me.
Damn. Things could be better, for sure. I'm sure there's other places you can go besides that particular shelter.
I try, but with what I do, there's only 2 shelters that have no curfew, and I can't get in them. They won't help me, even though there's open beds. And I know that for a fact because I have people that I talk to, and I don't want to say friends because there's no friends out here. But people that I talk to say there definitely are beds open, but everyone with them outreach, they won't help me. They told me over there at Beacon Point you have to shoot up in order to get there. That's what an outreach person told me. You have to shoot up, and I don't shoot up, so.
Have you shot up before?
Never.
So when you smoke the drugs, how long does it last?
Not long. Like sometimes as soon as I'm done, I'm sick.
Jeez. That's horrible because it's basically you're chasing that all day to stay well from getting sick, right?
Yep.
What does your
I don't even get high. I just try to get well.
What does your sickness look like? Your symptoms? What happened to you?
Well, I get anxious. The other day I was on C Street puking for 5 hours. But everybody walking by me because I got robbed. Because they took my stuff. So I'm sitting there for 5 hours puking my guts up. No one would help me. Even the people that I help were walking by me telling me they have nothing. As I'm watching them buy shit. Not one person would help me.
Damn. How is your mental health out here like?
Not good. Not good. As you say, I'm crying. All I do is cry. And I get yelled at by people for crying.
Because you're in a toxic environment around people who are sick themselves. Do you see yourself getting out of here before it's too late?
Yes. When? I plan on it before I'm 40. I need to. I'd like to before my daughter's birthday, June 27th, but who knows?
What are some things you like about yourself?
The only thing I like is being a mother. That's it. I'm not that right now.
I mean, you can get back to being a mom.
No, but as a drug addict, everyone likes instant gratification, and I don't see instant gratification happening. So,
What was the longest sober time you got under your belt?
I've been doing this since 34. Well, 3 months when I was in the hospital. But other than that, if I'm not in the hospital, I'm not. So,
How much do you think you need to survive in a day, money wise?
probably at least 100.
So these guys that you get with, what type of customers are they?
90% assholes, but I meet good people out there. Rarely, but sometimes.
Have you had some good dating experience?
Yeah, absolutely.
Have some of these guys offer to help you get off the streets?
Oh God, well, they say that. They say, oh, I'm going to help you, blah, blah, blah. It lasts for 3 days. And I even know before they say it's going to be 3 days, they can't put up with me, or they can't pay for what they claim they can, or they turn out to be monsters and forceful and try doing shit to me when I'm sleeping, and so no.
All the stuff that you have been through in your life, what lessons have you learned from it?
Oh God, I wish I could go back in time and I wouldn't trust not to trust nobody. That's what I learned, definitely. Do not trust anybody. Going from my ex to these people out here. That's what I learned.
And what are you afraid of in life? What are all your fears?
Failing, death, and just time going by without seeing my kids.
If your kids was watching this, what message would you like to send to them?
That I love them.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
What help are you looking for? If people watching this video, they want to help you. What do you need?
I don't know.
Well, you know about the resources they have out here, like Prevention Point, Sunshine House, the Rock Ministry.
They don't do shit. They really don't. I'll go there and ask for clothes, and I remember Prevention Point. I went there and asked for clothes. It was summertime, and they gave me winter clothes. They gave me a freaking flannel and some sweatpants. They don't help at all.
What about the other places, the Rock and Sunshine House? They give out
The
clothes.
Rock, they want to send you far as shit for... Rock don't give clothes out, and all they want to do is send you far as shit for rehab. They don't want to help. The Sunshine House, they don't help. They feed people a little bit. They tell you there's no food left. They have a shitload of clothes in the back. They give them out to certain people. It's all front. It's all front. That's all it is.
I hear you. So now the world is listening. How can the world help you? There are other places, I'm sure that.
I don't know. Help me if you can. That's all. I don't know.
But you know you gotta help yourself too, though, right, Lisa?
Yeah, that's why I'm not specifically asking for anything, because help don't come.
All right, Lisa, we about to end the interview. I'll pray for you. Are you a religious person? Spiritual or religious?
Yeah, I try to be.
Then you gotta pray. You know, prayer is powerful, right?
I do, yes.
Keep praying, don't lose hope. All right, love?
Yep.
I'm sorry that you're having a tough time in life.